oratorio. There are words filled with expression, words filled with passion. Now, the two main characters in the book of the Song of Solomon are the bride and the bridegroom, and you must understand that. It's known as the song, it could be known as the Song of Solomon, the Song of Songs, the Song of the Beloved. There is the bride, and there's the bridegroom, who's also called the beloved in the book. The song is the book is very, very well thought out and written. You can make a play from this book if you would like to. In each passage, either the bride or the bridegroom alternate back and forth as they sing to each other in majestic fashion of their love for one another. One describing their emotions, experiences, and then the other one describing their words. The writing of the song has been attributed to Solomon, who has apparently, in this book, fallen in love with a common girl, a Shulamite woman. She is not royalty. She is just a lowly girl, one of the girls that walk down the street. She's not royalty. She has no riches. She has no wealth. She has no fame, but she is a commoner. And though she now shares all the riches of the kingdom, all the riches of the glory of the kingdom. You got to remember how wealthy Solomon was. Solomon was so wealthy that when he built the temple in Israel, it would cost more than America's gross national product for a year. That's in the trillions of dollars to build that temple today with all its gold. He was wealthy, but she is never focused on the wealth. She is never focused on the riches. She is never focused on the authority of being who she is. But she is constantly focused on the one she loves. It's a beautiful song. And on the surface, it would seem that it's just a song between two lovers. But if that was the case, it would have no place in Scriptures. The Song of Solomon, to be understood, has to be understood as an allegory. It has to be understood that it has spiritual significance. The song is true, no doubt. The relationship between the Shulamite woman and Solomon is a true relationship. Many times in Scripture, God used ordinary relationships to depict spiritual things. I'll give you a couple examples. There's a prophet named Hosea. God tells Hosea, he says, go out and marry yourself a prostitute. So he's told him, go out and marry yourself a prostitute. Men, how many of you would enjoy if God told you that? He said, go out and marry yourself a prostitute. She's going to leave you. She's going to prostitute herself. She's going to have children from other men. He says, but I want you to marry her because I'm going to set it up as an example of what Israel is doing to me, because they are prostituting themselves before foreign gods, and I'm going to use your life as an example. So he goes out and he marries the prostitute. As the story goes, she leaves him, and one day he finds her on an auction block, and he has to purchase her back. It's a beautiful picture of Christ, how we leave Christ, and then we were purchased back by him. Another example is Isaiah. You know, Isaiah was told to preach with his buttocks bare. He was told to preach naked. You know why? God said, I'm going to show them that they're going to be taken captive with their buttocks bare. They're going to be taken captive, and they're going to be stripped and naked when they go captive. Go into captivity. So God told Isaiah, he hasn't told me this yet, thank God. He told him to preach barefoot with his buttocks bare. All right? Now, Ezekiel had it a little better. God tells Ezekiel, he says to him, listen, he says, I want you to pack your suitcase. And every day I want you to walk around the city with your suitcase packed. To tell the people that they're going to be going into captivity. To get ready, to pack their bags, because I'm going to take them out and away from the land that they live in. He was making an example of Ezekiel. So Ezekiel had to go around, I think it was for 2.5 years. He went around, walked around with the city with a suitcase, telling everybody, pack your bags, Pack your bags because you're on your way out. You've been disobedient to God, and you're going to be leaving the city. You're going to be getting out of here. So God uses situations in men's lives and his prophetic men's lives. He uses situations to show what he's doing or what he's going to do. Now, the Song of Solomon is not only a relationship between Solomon and the Shulamite woman, but the Song of Solomon is a depiction of the great relationship we have between we, the bride of Christ, and Jesus himself. Now, I want you to look at this passage because it's very, very important. It's important, and it has in it the ingredient that'll keep you in prayer, and it'll keep you, God listening to you. Song of Solomon, chapter 3, verses 1 to 4, it says this: All night long on my bed, I looked for the one my heart loves. I looked for him, but did not find him. I will get up now and go about the city, through its streets and squares. I will search for the one my heart loves. So I looked for him, but did not find him. The watchmen found me as they made their rounds in the city. Have you seen the one my heart loves? Scarcely had I passed them when I found the one my heart loves. In this portion, her heart, this is the bride speaking, her heart is overwhelmed with longing for him. For whatever reason, he is not with her, and she's dreaming about him. She lays in the bed in the night hours, and the only thing she can think about is him. She's wondering where he is. She's wondering what he's doing. And finally she says to herself, I can't take it anymore. I'm going to get up in the morning, and I'm going to go out, and I'm going to look for him. And as soon as the morning comes, first light, she gets up, and she goes out, and she begins to search the city for him. In the city, there's watchmen. They are there to protect and to warn. In this verse, the watchmen find her. And it is in just moments after finding her that she finally meets up with the one she loves. She meets up with Solomon. She meets up with the bridegroom. Now, herein lies the secret ingredient to prayer that God answers. The secret is not in the fact that she is the bride. She's the bride. It doesn't matter. There are many brides who no longer long for the one they love. Did you get that? There are many brides who do not long for the one they love. They take their relationship carelessly. The secret is not in the fact that she possesses authority as a bride. The secret is not in the fact because she is now royalty. It has great riches. It has nothing to do with her riches. Both of these are important. Those give her clout with the watchmen. They give her clout in the city. But that is not what is important. The secret is in the longing of her heart. The secret is that she's longing for the one she loves. As she lays in bed at night, her thoughts are not upon her riches. Her thoughts are not upon authority. She's not thinking about, gee, I wish I could have some recognition for myself. He gets all the glory, and I get none. I've seen spouses where one partner was jealous of the other because one got the glory for some reason, or one was, out in the spotlight or whatever. My wife, I guess, because I'm not preaching here, could feel like I get the spotlight. To be honest with you, I know it's true. Everybody loves her more than me. It's okay. It doesn't bother me one iota. I always tell you, all my whole life, I've heard everybody tell me how wonderful your wife is, and she gets all the glory, and she's so sweet. Nobody's ever told me I was sweet. And you know what? I don't care. Love her, give her all the glory. It means nothing to me. All right? I'm very serious. It doesn't mean a thing to me. Okay? The bride here, her world, her heart, her life, her breath are wrapped up in him. As she lays there at night, and he cannot be felt, she longs for one thing and one thing only. She wants to be in his presence. She wants to have him wrap his arms around her, to breathe in the scent of his perfume, to hear the sound of his voice, to feel the beat of his heart, not knowing where he is, feeling his presence next to her and not feeling her presence next to her makes her anxious. She wants that presence. She wants to find where he is so she can once again be in his presence. She goes out on her journey in the city and she finds the watchmen. Well, the watchmen find her and they make the rounds as they make their rounds in the city.